I go into Joe's house, and first thing I notice is the Dodge Dart. Dodge Dart's already up on jack stands. They already have the wheels off, and I noticed that. I'm like, all right, like they might already be done because I was late. Before I even get to recording anything and asking any questions, the first thing I go is look in the interior, and on the steering column is just a band of air fresheners. I'm talking like 10 black ice air fresheners and like one red cherry or something.
How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black ices and 1 wild cherry.
6 black guys.
1 wild cherry.
So yeah, I actually asked him if he had 6 black eyes, not 6 black ice, but he didn't pick up on it, which is kind of funny. Whatever. We're working on Echo's car, and I hear a loud exhaust, and I'm like, wait a minute, that sounds kind of familiar, and it's getting closer and louder, and Nick shows up, and he comes in all like, baller.
Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
His 240 just got completely repainted, and it looks way better than it did before. I mean, it looks really good. And he comes out and he's like, what up? So it was good to see him again. It was good to see his 240 running, and it's almost like another car now. And it's only getting better. It's like every time I see it, it gets better. It's like now it has paint, now the engine's running. Like last time, I had like, I think the fender was messed up, something like that. So you're at Joe's house when there's at least 3 cars outside. And they're not just regular cars. And we're not talking like, oh, your Ford Escort. We're talking there's always like a 240, VR4 or something, and that's exactly what he had. Oh, at least he always has a VR4, GSX, and his 240 outside. We finally got the stock coil springs out, but then I also noticed a Mazda in the driveway, and the Mazda was like so clean. I loved it. I used to have a Mazda myself, and so I really kind of wanted to find out about it. And I noticed that there was no engine work being done. However, the car was still there. It looked like it wasn't able to run. And I found out there's a differential right next to it. So the differential literally is like all apart. The pumpkin's out. I'm like, oh, they're gonna weld the diff, and that's exactly what was happening. They were actually welding the differential, and I was pretty hyped about that. I think that's really cool. I wish I did that with my Miata. But they're welding differential, and while that was happening, I actually had the guy turn on his car, and he has a Mega Squirt in it, so he had 2-step, and I was like, please, can you please just hit it, bounce it off Red Bloomer at least, just like one time for me. So he turned it on, did it for me, and it was awesome. I loved it. It was super loud. Obviously, the camera doesn't catch it, but in person, it really sounds like fireworks. So I loved it. And eventually, we did cut the blocks. We put it on the welded differential and slapped it all on. I believe it took him half hour to take the whole rear diff out, and it only took like the same amount of time to put it back on. So really cool, really clean car. Like I said, it must have had no rust. So I haven't seen the carnage yet, but back in like July, we were at RSD Pocono, and Joe was killing it. He's never been at Pocono. That was his first time. He was killing it, and one of his tires like inflated and exploded, probably from extreme heat, and just destroyed his rear wide panel. And it sucked. Like, I mean, he did a lot of work to put it on. He molded it all himself, and now he got this big hole. So he actually, I didn't know. I mean, I'd never seen it, I should say. He did tell me, but now I saw it in person. He actually ripped the whole wide panel off and it just does not look how it used to. It used to look so good. Now you got, you know, a whole section that's not painted and all this like mesh and body panel just everywhere. And I was like, no, but he had a good point. He was like, if I don't have it looking like that, then I'll never get to it. I'll just drift. I'll end up just drifting with the broken wide body. So if I have it look like that, then I'll actually make myself work on it and actually fix it. Which is true. I honestly, even I do that. Like literally, I would have probably just been like, nah, like I'll just leave it. But when you have to fix something, sometimes you have to force yourself to fix it, and you have to take drastic measures. In the garage, I see Zach's car, and it looks awesome because now it has an engine in it. It's getting ready for a cage, and it drives. So I'm pretty happy. The car is almost done, and I go in, and I'm just like, whoa, this thing is really transformed from what I've seen to what it is now. And I'm really hyped. And not only that, like I said, once this thing has a cage in it, he's able to tandem, and that's pretty much one of the best parts of drifting is tandem. So, and then I did notice that there was a little special mark on his intake manifold, and I wonder who did that. Not sure, but I'm gonna have to maybe point at Nick.